Hello, welcome to another one of my videos about error coins. This time we're looking at something that may or may not be an error. We'll find out as we go. So this is a 1993 UK Brilliant Uncirculated coin set. So it contains all of those denominations there. The main reason I bought this was for the 50p here, because these are quite sort of, well, fairly rare. They're hard to get hold of for a cheap price, but I was able to get this set for around the same price as that coin on its own, so I thought might as well buy that. Interesting things with this are that it comes with a little letter saying, "Dear customer, I'm sorry that we've been unable to dispatch your order in full at the present time. We are, of course, doing everything possible to ensure completion in the very near future." So it's nice to see that the Royal Mint hasn't really changed in that respect. There's some other paperwork that comes with it, so you can join this club. But bear in mind, this set is 30 years old now, so probably not much point filling that form in and returning it. So yeah, let's have a closer look at the coins again. So this 50p is the main event, really. So it's made to commemorate the British presidency of the European Council of Ministers. It's one of the old large 50p's, so it's 30 millimeters in diameter and weighs a whopping 13.5 grams, whereas today's 50p's are only 8 grams and they've got a slightly smaller diameter. So what you see in the design is we're looking down on a conference table, and there's 12 chairs around it for the Council of Ministers, and the UK is at the head of the table. And the 12 stars on the table represent the European community, and they're actually lined out where the capitals of each country are. All of the lines that link the bits together on here, they actually signify the links of trade and commerce within the community, so that's kind of nice. Obviously there's several other coins in the set, and if you flip that over you can look at the other side of these. So another interesting thing about this coin in particular is it is it is the rarest 50p ever made for circulation. Only 109,000 of these actually went into circulation, whereas Brilliant Uncirculated ones like this, they actually made 158,628 of them. So the circulating one is harder to find. In fact, the circulating ones are even rarer than the Kew Gardens 50p, but they don't really command anywhere near as much value, simply because they're no longer circulating, so the chances of finding one in your change is, well, it's not going to happen, basically. So yeah, it's weird how that works. That's coin collectors for you, eh? But yeah, this is a Brilliant Uncirculated one, so it's been struck up to 3 times. It's going to be much better quality than a circulated one, because as soon as circulated coins are minted, they're chucked into a big metal box. They're then handled by a forklift truck, tipped into something else. So by the time they even get into your hand, they'll have been bashed around a bit. They'll have lots of tiny scratches and marks all over them from clattering against other coins. So these are the best quality Keypro nickel ones you can get, unless you get the proof version, which is even more jazzy. But that's not even why I'm interested in this now, because what happened was, while I was looking at the obverses on these with the Queen's side, I noticed that the 20p, if that wants to get into focus at all, yeah, so it looks like there's potentially a strike through error on this. It's really hard to tell through the packaging. I mean, it looks like a genuine strike through to me, but then those oily sheen bits make me think, well, maybe it's just some oil inside the packaging between the plastic and the coin, which is making some kind of optical illusion here. But it does look to me like there's a big sunken area that goes across the front of the Queen's face. So I guess the only way to find out for sure whether this is a genuine error is to actually open it up and see. So that's what we'll do. So I will yeah, I'll get my magical scissors out and chop this stuff up. Actually, might be easier to just pull this apart. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Feels kind of wrong doing this, but okay, that's not really working, is it? Oh, there we go. I can see the plastic there. So it's basically a piece of plastic that's folded in half that the coins sit in. So if I do this, they should all still be fairly well protected from the elements. Cool, that worked. So let me put that down, and where's the 20p? Now, because it's, I should probably get a glove for this. Okay, so this 20p is the one we're interested in. It feels like the plastic is glued together. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll just simply cut it out. Brutal. Right, let's see if we can open this up now. There we go, we're in. So here we are, able to look at the other side of the coin now. I think it is a genuine strike through. I'm going to take some close-up footage of that so I can splice it in and demonstrate what I mean by it being a strike through. So yeah, as you can see, the front of the queen's face is sunken in, and that's because the coin's been struck through something. It may possibly have been struck through some kind of oily substance or even something solid. I really can't tell, but it's a definite strike through. You can tell it's not just a dent on the coin because all of the features have been carried through into the blank. And yeah, so when the die has struck this side of the coin, the detail of the queen's nose, mouth and so on have gone through the struck through object and then imparted into the blank that way. So very interesting. So I think in conclusion, this is a genuine strike through mint error. So I'm quite pleased with that. So there we go. Well, yeah, I forgot to say, although these are also 30 years old, these 20p's, these are exactly the same shape and size as the ones we get today. So they're 5 grams, and the main difference, if I turn this over, is that on the reverse side, you've got the crowned Tudor rose with the date going across either side of it and the denomination at the bottom. But yeah, you can still find these in your change today, although this is a Brilliant Uncirculated version rather than a circulating one. Cool. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope you found that video interesting and informative. And if you did, please like and subscribe, and I'd love to see what you thought about it in the comments section. And don't forget to check out my other error coin videos if this sort of thing floats your boat, because there's many more to watch. Thank you very much. Bye.